I have Essie, Pretty Edgy. You can use small green gems, big green gems. You can use, I even have these little green stars or green beads, or just the dots with a dotting tool. I have these beads from Martha Stewart collection from Michaels. And just line them up on the bottom. 4 or 5. You could even put a stone in the middle if you like that, but I think this is simple and cute. That's idea number 1. It looks freaking awful. I'm just gonna stop trying. I'm gonna stop trying right now. I painted both of these fingers with China Glaze Refresh Mint. And now I'm gonna take Essie Pretty Edgy, taking a line across the tip, a line at the base, line down the center. Then on the other finger, take Orally Wandering Vine and do the same thing. So now that you've got your 2 different greens, I would take a smaller brush. I got these from Sally Beauty Supply, paid way too much. I suggest eBay. If you don't have a thin brush, I can't remember where I saw it. It was on YouTube somewhere, but I don't know whose channel. They took an old clear nail polish that they didn't like, and then they cut off some of the bristles so that only a tiny bit of bristles were left, and that gave them the same thin bristle. They just used fingernail polish remover, took off all the clear, washed it and dried it off, and cut off about this many bristles, and they were left with a thin detail brush. But I went and paid way too much for this at Sally Beauty Supply, so I'll use this one. Then you take the Wandering Vine that you used on this finger and you use it to draw lines on this one. Just down the center of the I wish I had more contrasting greens. Then you take the Essie Pretty Edgy. Wow, I didn't leave very much room for myself. I have China Glaze Tree Hugger. And you can do 3-leaf clover or 4-leaf clover. I'm just gonna do a 3-leaf clover. I left a little space in the middle there because I'm gonna take a thin brush and a darker green. And I made myself a little clover. So I have China Glaze Starboard. So I think I'm gonna take the Emerald Sparkle, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. The trend a lot of the time is to do a color and then do the French tip, a glitter. But the French tip has been at the base. It's just been right down at the bottom. And I've kind of been digging that. I wish I had some smaller stones. Now, I have this wheel that I got at a swap meet and it has these little stars. Certainly put a star. I just peeled off all those stones, but if you just put a star right here. Bronze line. I like him the best. I'm not even recording. Are you serious? Jeez Louise. And then I'm going to take a few different colors of green. I have here Orly, Wandering Vine, Essie, Pretty Edgy. This is almost yellowish. This is Who the Shrek Are You? But I'm just going to take a dotting tool and do a bunch of different color green dots on my green base. I'll even take Emerald Sparkle by China Glaze and do some glitter dots. All the greens you have. And taking Zombie Zest, I'm gonna take Emerald Sparkle, do a ruffian, I'm just gonna leave that alone though because that looks really cool. To have two glitters blend together in a ruffian. Zombie Zest looks a little bit more yellow, but it's greener. Looks too gold. Then I'm going to take my Milani holographic in High Tech. Stick it right there. That emerald sparkle is just too pretty. If I had a shamrock sticker from like Walmart, you know how they sell, they've got to have like stickers of shamrocks. I would put a sticker over my nail and then paint a green polish over it if you didn't have a stamp, you know, and then wait for it to dry a little bit and then peel off the shamrock sticker and you would have a nude shamrock with green background. That would look really cool, I think. Too bad I don't have a stinking sticker. I'm gonna take Tree Hugger on the top of my mint candy apple. Refreshment. Freehand a French tip. A kind of fat one. And then I'm gonna take Starboard and do a smaller French tip. Or whatever 3 greens you want to try.